Isaac Reed, and we're back with another reaction. I was gonna post a reaction earlier today, but my camera actually was dead, and plus I was looking fresh. I was looking so clean, crisp. I was wearing this shirt right here. It's my new polo shirt because today was my first day back to school, being an 11th grader. We got one more year, and before we get into this video, I just want to say I appreciate everybody for subscribing. We're at 1,300 subscribers. We're actually 1,304. So I appreciate you guys for subscribing. Now we're on the road to go to 1,400, and we're gonna keep going and going and going until we make it to 2,000. And then so yeah, let's get into this video. I'm pretty much excited. If you do not want to watch this video, the original video will be down in the link description. This is a WWE 2K17 backstage fighting ladder matches and more changes. So let's get into it. I'm pretty much excited. Tubby Emu uploaded this video earlier today, so let's get into it. Pretty much excited. Want to see what's going to be in this new game.
What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby Emu, and I'm literally ecstatic about the announcements and the features for WWE 2K17. Now, IGN released the exclusive first look details into the gameplay, and I'm going to tell you why this is a big deal. A lot of the stuff on this list wouldn't have probably happened if it wasn't for showcase mode getting taken out. Maybe, maybe not, but this is the first year. I, as a content creator who do this for a living, everybody thinks we're in the pocket of 2K, which I've never been paid from 2K. I am a fan of the product. When they invite us out, we go out there to...
I know King Carter probably gets paid from 2K.
First year. I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that they have listened. 2K15 was the first step into the next-gen platform for them. 2K16 was a step above that, introducing new features, but still missing a lot of the key elements we wanted. And 2K17, I was in a room with Mark Little last year trying to pitch on these ideas that we just kind of took from the community. That's what we do when we go to these events. These aren't just going to have fun and seeing the game like every single person assumes. CM Pulse is in there with a notebook with all the ideas that people submitted to him, talking to the actual creators of the game. So when we finally, this is the first year that the input we put in, and I'm going to describe a little bit, kind of behind the scenes of what I personally had pitched to them. My big one, the one that I am most excited about, because this is something that I personally last year said, for the last 2 years, I've told 2K in the room with the developers about having a rollout. I said in a triple threat match, or a multi-man match, and a lot of people have said this too, so I'm not taking credit. I don't take credit for any of these ideas. We as a community accomplished this.
Okay.
I wanted a multi-person rollout.
What are you talking about rollout?
Basically, if you're in a match with 3 people, and one person takes huge damage, they essentially roll out of the ring and hide. Oh. I said that exact same phrase.
That makes triple threat even better.
A lot of people have kind of suggested that in the past, a similar idea, and this year it's going to happen. You're going to be able, in multi-man matches, where if something happens and you take a sustained damage, you will roll out of the ring. You're forced to roll out where they rest for a while. That's cool. Depending on how badly they're hurt, they'll be stuck there until they've at least partially recovered.
That's an easy way to win triple threats.
Now, the reason that is big is because in triple threat matches, it's frustrating when everybody keeps coming in and just doing everything.
Yes,
you want to make it more real, because in real WWE,
even in Fatal 4 matches,
going away from arcade to simulation, and you are really putting in the effort to this, is truly something that you can create matches like you see on WWE, and 2K knows this, and they're making it that full-on simulation. Now, some people might prefer the arcade style. I have no problem with the simulation style.
I like simulation.
There's a lot of stuff to do, and since we have Highlight Creator, other modes, Creative Victory, Titantron comes back, there's a lot of stuff this year that they legitimately have listened to us and put in the game.
It sounds like they've listened, so that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
If you come back in too early, if a pinfall is about to be scored, you can see the perfect opportunity. Maybe you can run in, throw them out of the ring after you've been laying on the outside, and you can get that victory, like stealing one in the actual WWE.
That'd be tight. That'd pretty much tight too.
Greatly
Hope it's just not overused,
a lot of triple threats, people just get up, break them up, and triple threat matches go on forever. Here, if you play smart, you have an opportunity to create something very realistic. Now let's talk about the ladder match overhaul. So in real life, a ladder match means high impact, high altitude spots, is what they said. But a ladder can only be set up in 5 specific locations instead of in in front of each set of ropes and in the center of the ring. Just get close to one, press the right button, and it sets up properly every time.
Thank God they fixed
that. No more
that.
setting it up and climbing to the top only to find out you're an inch too far to the left.
Thank you, God.
Now, some people have speculated, but in WWE, they do set it up wrong to the left. I get that, but the weird physics of having a ladder everywhere, I'm going to be cautious on this feature. I think it's a good thing to do, but you want to make sure that that perfect ladder setup, hopefully it doesn't warp too bad. Hopefully, you know, it does look good. And they have an animation where when you go to set it up, instead of the ladder just being there, he kind of walks over and puts it there. Or she, if we have women ladder matches.
Yeah, they'll probably be holding it and looking like this, trying to like act like they know.
First time, set up
they
a
don't know what to
and
put
bridge
it with. Actually, just put it in the middle.
Outside barricade, which opens up a lot more possibilities. Which is a great addition, a great feature to have within the game, and it's something that I am personally excited for. This is another, this is adding on to the OMG moments. When you guys remember when they introduced OMG moments back in 2011 with WWE 12, and then they expanded to add more, and ever since, it's grown and grown and grown, which is something that I think the fans have desperately wanted. Also, this is where I honestly believe 2K finally went, we got you, we understand what you want. At long last, from the days of PS2 gameplay, you could fight Backstage in WWE 2K14 in those games too, but you could never transition between them. And in a no DQ match, you can transition from any part of it to the Backstage scrap. There are 3 separate areas to choose from. And
That's interesting. That is interesting.
A bevy of interactive props to get nasty with. And there are a handful of Backstage only OMG moments. He said he didn't really get to check them out. But it can happen during any match regardless of the rule set, which
I'm looking forward to that.
It's a big deal because
fighting in the arena and then going right into outside the backstage.
About 2 months ago, I started playing old PS2 games.
That's tight.
And during the live streams for Here Comes the Pain and Shut Your Mouth, and people were like, this is what I miss, being able to go everywhere in the arena, doing what I want, when I want. We've already saw the fighting in the crowd, but now we know there's confirmed 3 areas to fight. I'm guessing there's an interview area, maybe some sort of backstage area, and this is improved upon. Come to WWE 2K18, they can add even more of these places and really make it step up into be an awesome video game.
I am
that's
pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Creator. My channel was pretty much built on it. My videos that have 300,000 to 1 million views are all story creator. It's stuff I genuinely enjoy doing.
I watch all of Tubby's story creator.
Stories, seeing their creative process as a
Fuji on Crack
person
was
that
the
wants
funniest
to be a filmmaker, YouTuber.
to me.
I like to see creativity, but I understood that a lot of the cutscenes were from past games and they were captured from years and years ago. Now, hopefully, with the addition of some of this stuff, we eventually get a creator back with a lot more captured stuff, but in new generation with all the OMG moments and the greatness of the simulation-style gameplay that the 2K series is now offering. Jumping on to the next thing. Taunting matters. Taunting has been a way to roleplay for your wrestler, right? Taunting is a thing that oftentimes gets overused, it's spammed. People
especially on online. That's all they do was taunt. Like, I hated it.
Finishers. Well,
like,
this year,
why?
They finally made it so some taunts actually give you a temporary damage boost. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some people, especially when you're playing online, that modify the characters, and hopefully you play a fair fight or something that doesn't allow it. But you could basically take away all your taunts that, do that, unless it's in the spot. If it's not necessarily, if it's tied to not the taunts themselves, but in the spots you put the taunts, that would make a lot more sense, and it really allows you to, prevent people from spamming. So some provide a damage boost, while others increase the rate at which you gain momentum. I'm so glad
they fucking fixed that. Like, I hated that so much.
Pretty much all the community said for a long time. Like, nobody likes taunts, man. When I used to stream WWE 2K14 all the time, we used to do streams all the time. 13 too, is when people were spamming online, I just wasn't digging it. It's like they would go on the outside of the ring and have 80% and then run back in and do stuff. Now, you kind of get penalized for doing that and really kind of makes it stand out, which is something I'm really digging.
That's awesome.
Next, you have the major reversals. So, I haven't gotten too many major reversals in WWE 2K16, but this year,
I haven't either.
More of them. The timing window was pretty narrow.
It's hard to get major reversals.
Improve on that in a way, where now, just like you got the offensive boost, a major reversal will lock your opponent's ability to perform reversals of their own. So if you reverse somebody's RKO, then you can go for your finisher A major one, not just a regular reversal, and prevent them from using their finisher, so you could actually end matches depending on how the kick-out system goes and really make it defined, which I am a big fan of. And last but not least, the submission system in chain wrestling. This year, chain wrestling automatically no longer starts at the start of a match. It'll happen if two characters try to grapple at the same time, or in situations where the wrestler's style and personality, but is no longer the standard way to start a match. It's true, I like chain wrestling, but to start every single match off doing chain wrestling, unless you turn it off, which you could turn it off.
Like, you just chain wrestling. Like, I don't want to chain wrestle, I want to go straight to a fight.
They do offer the options like to take away the stamina, to take away the reversals, so you can play a little bit more arcade style, but this is a great way to go to, kind of keep the realism. Last thing is the submission system. So they still are going to keep the submission system they have. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, at first, I hated it. It was hard to get used to. In 2K16, now that I've played, in July, I uploaded probably 6 videos. I was working on WrestleCrate, but I recorded over 100 matches. If you looked at the tweet I put out, I recorded 100-plus matches, and I've gotten really good at the submission system. This year, they're going to make it so you can bring back an alternative system where you can smash them buttons. But the one thing, and the question that Vincent posed is, what happens online when you have some people that can smash buttons versus somebody that has to move the joystick? And let's be honest, they said it's not going to be so slippery, which I would agree with. I would like to see it. I think it's a very, very good feature to kind of give people
I'm glad we kind of went away from the mashing button, though.
Until next time, my name is Tubby. Guys, let me know, are you excited for 2K17?
Oh, yeah.
These changes
2K17. 2K17 is going to be really good. Having to get to a major reversal into a finisher and then finishing them off, like I've been waiting for that for so long. Like after I reverse an RKO, or after I reverse a pedigree, or like a super kick, I should be able to switch them around and do my finisher. You know what I mean? And what else was I gonna say? Taunts. Like, I'm glad they fixed the taunts this year. But the mashing button thing, I pretty much didn't like, because in UFC, the old UFC games, they had it like that. And the old WWE games, I kind of didn't like it. Like, it just messed my controller up. So having the one from last year is kind of a little better, but I didn't even really like the one from last year. But all these changes, man, it's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for watching. And Tubby Emu, man, that's just pretty cool that you uploaded this video. I know a couple people did. And the Backstage Brawl stuff is going to be awesome. It's going to be like Here Comes the Pain, which was really good. I actually watched gameplay from CM Pulse when he played as Christian earlier this year on Here Comes the Pain. But I'm out, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We're almost at we're at 1,300 subscribers, so let's get it to 1,400 subscribers by the end of next month, or even during next month. And I'll see you guys in the next video I post. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting any videos today. It's because, school stuff. I'm kind of a little sick, you know what I'm saying? So I apologize for coughing in and out then. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Wrestling's on. Peace.